Okay, now, we're going to start now. We're going to call this meeting to order of Atascosa County Commissioners Court, being a regular meeting, county courtroom, in the county courtroom, suite 203, December 19th, 2022. It is 9 a.m., and if you'd stand with me, thank you, for the prayer and pledge of allegiance. Father God, we just ask you to bless us in this county. We thank you for this rain. We pray for safety for all of our citizens on the roads today, all those coming through our county. We pray for the Commissioners Court to make the right decisions for the citizens of Atascosa County today, and we pray for your blessing on this court and on this county. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We should note for the record that we have one commissioner missing today in the minutes, and that is Commissioner Knowlton. I haven't heard from him, so we hope he's all right. And agenda item number 4 is Lee Ricks and Linda Burris. So we're ready for you. I beg your pardon. Thank you very much. I messed up, and agenda item number 3 is public comments. Is there anyone that wished to make public comments? I have no papers. Anyone that want to turn one in? Now, number 4, Lee Ricks, and Lee's going to pass off to Linda Burris.
Good morning. The county workers' compensation insurance comes up on January 1st. Can you hear me now? Is it on?
It helps get
It's
you.
on.
It helps get you on the recording.
Okay, all right. The
Thank you,
county's
Commissioner
workers.
Riley. Thank you.
The county's Workers' Comp Commission comes up for renewal on January the 1st. It's been with Travelers for several years, and we've been very pleased with Travelers as far as their claims handling and rates. But this year, because of claims, they are increasing the premium about 17% over last year. Because of that, we went out and searched the market. We went to multiple companies, which are listed in your packet. Most of them declined because of the claims. We did get a quote from a pooled type company called Deep East Texas Self-Insured Fund. They operate in the same way that TAC or TML or TASB operates. They still abide by all the workers' comp rules in the state, but they are a pool, and they do require an interlocal agreement just like you've had with Travelers. They came in about 9.5% less than Travelers. So on the second page of your packet, I've got Travelers premium, and we've compared the payroll to last year. You did have because of raises and because you took on the payroll for the public defender's office, your payroll's up substantially. So the premium is going to be up substantially anyway, but then Travelers put a 17% increase on it. The next page has Deep East quote on it. The top of the page has the Travelers quote, and the middle of the page has the Deep East quote. It is a self-insured, non-assessable fund, as I mentioned, that works in the same manner as TAC. They are reinsured by Midwest Employers, which is a Berkeley company. They only write workers' comp, and they only write public entities, and they've been in business since 1974, so they've been in the business a while. They're not new. They do not use experience modifiers. For reference, last year's experience modifier, which is the industry way of comparing claims versus experience and payroll, last year the county's experience modifier was a plus 24%, which is a debit. This year it's plus 43%, and that is strictly due to claims. Deep East is a self-insured fund. You will have the same protection as you do with travelers workers' comp as far as being protected from suit. Claims are paid first dollar. There's no deductible. They have dedicated adjusters. They do use a third-party administrator, which means they handle the claims. The third-party administrator handles all the claims. They have dedicated adjusters just for this county. So there will be probably 4 adjusters that deal with all of the workers' comp claims, and that's good because they get to know you. They do provide loss control just like travelers. So they will have people down here doing loss control training or anything y'all need. Part of our due diligence in checking out DPs was to ask what other counties are covered by them, and there's a partial list of that in your packet. I got a contact at Guadalupe County and called her, and her name is Lois Ellie, and they've been with DPs for several years. They came from TAC. They've been very pleased with their claims handling. So we feel like it's a viable company, established, and the other counties that are with them are pleased. The market search is on the next page. And I've got some information about DP's Texas in there, just how long they've been around and what they do. The reinsurer is best rated A-. That's also in your packet. And the interlocal agreement is in the packet, and we did send that over to Mr. Rowell in the county attorney's office to review. And I have not heard back from him since I sent it over. Okay. Okay. So do y'all have any questions?
So I have talked to Linda about this, and I encourage you to bring both policies to Commissioners Court, let commissioners make their decision. We did send the memo,
Interlocal.
MOU to finally got it out to Trent, and so we could take it if you want to. So the issue is to pay $33,000 more and stay with Travelers, or go with the other insurance company that Linda's explaining about. So questions?
I'd like to ask Fred if he feels it's okay.
Sir?
I'd like to ask Fred if he thinks that the contract is okay. Looks good. I'll make a motion that we'll go with that, the second,
With the
that you told.
East Texas?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a motion, and authorize me to sign
Yes, sir.
the MOU. Second by Commissioner Gillespie. Discussion or questions? All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Do you want to sign the interlocal now, or do you want us to bring it back to you?
Okay. What do we do about a copy for the court record?
Did you bring 2, or did you just bring the 1? No, I have 2. Okay. One needs to stay with the original signature.
Clerk likes to have an original signature. Keep this one since I signed it in the wrong place and had to correct it. appreciate all the service that Rick's Insurance gives the county. We appreciate the job you do for us. Merry Christmas. Okay, next item is Becky James, who could not be here this morning, so I'll read them for her. These are pay changes for the PDO office. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel, existing employee Maisie Edwards, attorney, assistant public defender, pay rate $82,000 annually. Salary budget area 012448403, physical drug test not applicable. Start date 12/15/2022. And the second is existing employee Zane Sadi, position assistant attorney, assistant public defender, $75,000 annually. Salary budget area 012-448-403, physical drug test not applicable. Start date 12/15/2022.
Move for approval.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Riley. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. I just read them together. The motion was for both of them. You okay with that? Yeah. Okay. Number 6, Janice Rupel, discuss and take appropriate action concerning approving the lease agreement for a new Pitney Bowes postage machine for the Atascosa County Elections Office and Indigent Care Office. See attached.
Good morning.
Ms. Rupel.
Yes, ours, we have right now expires December 29th, and they've come out with a new one, and it will be $34.96 extra a month. But I know Indigent's having trouble with their button, even trying to use this old one, so we'd appreciate getting the new lease.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie for approval, second by Commissioner Riley. Any discussion or questions? All those in favor, indicate by raising your right hand, please. Thank you. Motion carries. Number 7, Devin Wilborn. Morning, sir.
Good morning, Rich.
Discuss and take appropriate action concerning 2023 contracts between the fire departments and the county of Atascosa. Sir.
Morning, Commissioners, Judge. Put this on the agenda just to give you guys kind of an update as far as where we're at with the contracts. The provisionary contracts were written, sent over to Mr. Ralph for approval. He's looked at them, he's approved them. They were sent out to the fire departments. There is a couple of name changes that need to be changed with the new elections, or people that won offices for next year. The fire departments are reviewing the contracts due to, obviously, Christmas and all the holidays coming in. It's pushed us kind of on a tight budget, or a tight time frame. So they won't have their fire department meetings until early January. So the second Commissioners Court meeting in January will bring this back on the agenda, hopefully for approval. They'll have had chances to look at them, sign them, and bring them back to Commissioners Court for approval. So that's kind of where we're at on the
And
contract.
this is for information only?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Questions about the process? Appreciate your work on it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Number 8, Justin Vasquez, discuss and take action regarding switching VTX1 internet at the Lemming Lonnie Gillespie Annex for the price of $115 a month and entering into a wireless internet service agreement to be signed and executed by the county judge. Good morning, Mr. Vasquez.
Good morning. Currently, we have Phoenix Broadband at the Lemming Annex. We are paying $816 for every 3 months of service, which calculates out to $272 a month. The speed that we're getting from them is only 10 megabits down. So, VTX has expanded their range by buying up these smaller wireless companies, and so they're available now out there in Lemming for $115 a month for 25 megabits down, 3 megabits up, which is far better, and I know that their customer service is a lot better than Phoenix as well, so I recommend approval.
Motion by Commissioner Perez, second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion, questions? All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
Justin, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you saving us money and getting better service. Can't beat that. Number 9, Laura Pavelic, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
New employee Tabitha Garza, position County Court Coordinator Administrator, pay rate $40,000 annually, salary budget area 012-424-402, physical drug test pending, start date 01/01/2023.
Yes, I've been asked, since my office is somewhat the Human Resource Office, to present this today. Our judge-elect, County Judge-elect Coot has interviewed and has selected this young lady to replace the court coordinator. And so I'm bringing this to you to ask for your approval for 1/1/2023, $40,000 annually, and the 90-day probationary period is also, will be applicable.
Motion by Commissioner Riley, second by Commissioner Knowlton. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand.
Thank
Motion
you, and I'm
carries.
sure that our
Thank
judge-elect
you,
thanks you too.
We are on number 10, I believe. Diane Gonzalez, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel, existing employee Rachel N. Garza, position Chief Deputy Clerk, pay rate 4820.75 monthly, salary budget area 012-408-402, physical drug test not applicable. There is a correction to the start date, which is corrected to 1/1/2023. Is that right? Okay. So it may be marked in on your agendas of the change, but it is on mine to 1/1/23 for a start date on the pay change for Rachel Garza. Motion by Commissioner Knowlton for approval,
Second.
second by Commissioner Gillespie. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. Diane Gonzalez, discuss and/or take appropriate action concerning approving the bonds of elected officials for 2023. Teresa?
Yes, we received all the bonds from all of the newly elected officials, and everybody has signed and everything, and Robert has possession of them right now to get signatures.
So moved.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Knowlton. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. Number 12, Sheriff Soward. Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning, Judge.
Discuss and/or take appropriate action concerning personnel.
You can do those first two together.
Two together.
Yes, sir.
Existing employee Jeremiah Sanchez, position deputy sheriff, pay rate tier 1, $49,989.61 annual, 171 fluctuating pay period, pay program, $175 a month holiday pay, $120 a month uniform pay, 1-year agency probation, salary budget area 012-440-410, and existing employee Stephanie Smith, and all other data is the same. Sheriff.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. These two deputy sheriffs have completed their, excuse me, their 90-day probationary period, and I'm requesting to move them up to Tier 1 salary effective December 15th. And that's it.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Perez. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. I think we read the next one separately.
Yes.
Existing employee, Israel Cuevas.
Cuevas.
Position- Right?
Yes, sir.
Corporal Corrections Officer, pay rate, Tier 1, 46,100.60 annual, 120 month uniform, 150 holiday, 171 hour fluctuating pay period, pay program, salary budget area 012-442-562, physical drug test not applicable, start date 12/19/2022.
Yes, I had a corporal voluntarily wanted to step back down to correction officer, so I'm promoting Mr. Cuevas to that position effective today.
Motion by Commissioner Riley, second by Commissioner Perez. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. I think I can read the next three together.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, existing employee, Marco Garcia, position corrections officer, pay rate tier 1, 45062.61 annual, 171 hour fluctuating pay program, $120 a month uniform pay, $150 a month holiday pay, continue 1 year agency probation, salary budget area 012442562, physical drug test not applicable, start dates 12/15/2022. There is a different sheriff on the start date on the next one.
Correct.
That's correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll read the differences. The next person is existing employee. The data is the same except for the start date. That is 12/19/2022.
That's gonna be Robert Evans for the record.
That's for
Correct.
Robert Evans, yes. And then the other employee is Rebecca Perez, and the data is the same. That's except that's a telecommunications officer.
Budget is different.
I'm sorry?
The budget number is different.
It is different. So let's not do the third one. We'll do that separately. And we'll do Marco Garcia and Robert Evans, and the difference is now on Marco Garcia, it says continue 1 year agency probation, but that's not on Robert Evans, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So got all the differences noted in the record, so we're ready to have a motion on those two. Motion by Commissioner Knowlton.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gillespie. Discussion, all those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. And the last person is existing employee Rebecca Perez, position telecommunications officer, pay rate tier 1, 45062.61 annual, 40-hour flex pay program, $120 a month uniform, $150 a month holiday, 1 year agency probation, salary budget area 012448-402, physical drug test not applicable, start date 12/15/2022.
And Ms. Pettis is completing her 90-day probationary period, and I'm moving her up to Tier 1 salary effective December 15th.
Motion by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
second by Commissioner Perez. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand, please. Thank you. Number 13, Sheriff's salary. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning approving payment to landowners for property damage during a law enforcement pursuit under section 683.015F of Texas Transportation Code in the amount of $700 to Randy Mangum, reference ACSO case number 22-17005, budget line item 012-440-750, see attached. Sheriff.
Yes, Mr. Mangum filed a claim under section 683.015F of the Texas Transportation Code. Had property damage due to a law enforcement pursuit. I approved the amount of $700, and I'm asking commissioners to approve that.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Perez, second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank y'all.
Number 14, Trent Rowell. Discuss and take action on approval of inmate housing contract with Hidalgo, Hayes, Kendall, Medina, and McMullen County. Mr. Rowell.
These are the, as it states, the inmate housing contracts. They're basically unchanged. Well, they are completely unchanged in what you have, other than the fee is going up to $65 a day. And so we're looking to get approval so that we can approach the counties with these new contracts. Hayes has been approached, and they had a change which I haven't been able to discuss with the county attorney's office. They weren't in their office. They brought it up on Thursday and haven't been in the office since then. I don't know if we're going to agree to that or not, just because of what they have suggested, depending on what they mean. But the language that we have in the contracts up for approval is what we would, the county attorney's office and the sheriff's office would approve, and the only change that would be in existing contracts is that fee. So we're asking for approval of those to present those to the various counties.
So the motion is to approve all but Hayes?
You can approve Hayes as well, based on the form that I gave you, and then we'll have to come back, once they approve it, they'll get it signed, and then we'll come back to get you to sign, or Judge Cood to sign. But their change is basically on medical bills and how they want them paid, and I'm not sure they quite understand what the language of the contract means. So or I may not understand what they're asking, that's possible too.
To me, it seems like they won't change the language, but it's not changing anything.
Yeah, it could be, but the way I read it too, it could be that we go over there and because of it's an what it is it's the language about if we're housing their inmate and we have to rush them to the hospital and we incur expenses, we want to make sure that they pay us back. And they I think Sheriff's right, it just may be changing the language with those meaning changes, but the way I could read it is they want to be named, they just want the bill sent to them. Well, that's fine, except sometimes, I don't know about this hospital, but some hospitals won't, they won't do that, and then we're stuck with a bill because we're the ones that took them in there. I don't think any of that's going to be a problem, but, that's what lawyers, do, is just think of the worst case scenario that could possibly happen, and that's what I think of. And so, I want to get clarification from them as why they want to change that language, is basically it.
So the motion is to approve the use of this contract that you've submitted to us for all these counties.
Yes, sir.
And then if they change it, you're going to bring it back.
Then I will bring it back.
So moved.
We have a motion by Commissioner Knowlton to approve.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gillespie. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you, sir. Number 15, Commissioner Gillespie, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. Existing part-time employee Brittany Van Kuren, position full-time rural development, pay rate $56,490 annually, $27.16 hourly. Salary budget area 012-472-402. Physical drug test not applicable. Start date 01/01/2023. Commissioner Gillespie.
Thank you, Your Honor. Commissioners, as you're aware of, when we were in budget this year, it was spoke of to make Ms. Van Kuren with our rural addressing department full-time, and with that, she would be gaining the benefits and all the joys of working full-time in the courthouse. So I'm asking that we could also see, and it's not on the agenda, but I would like to see if maybe in this we could include that the vacation days and her 90-day probation be lifted because she's been here for 3 years, 1 month away. If that's doable, that would make my motion, so.
I think that's okay.
Okay.
Second.
All right, motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Knowlton. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 16, Commissioner Knowlton, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. I have a note here that this is not a new employee, but an existing employee.
That's correct, and it's a completion probation.
I'm going to read it as existing employee, completion of probation, Louis H. Macias, Jr., position precinct 2 worker, pay rate $43,888.00 annually, salary budget area 022-400-402, physical drug test not applicable, start date 12/1/2022.
That should read effective date.
Hmm?
Effective date.
Effective date is 12/1/2022. Okay.
And my motion is to approve.
All right, motion by Commissioner Knowlton, second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 17, Commissioner Riley. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. New employee, Luis Godinez, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Position precinct 4, county worker, CDL driver, pay rate 42638.36 annually. Salary budget area 012-400-402. Physical drug test is pending. Start date is January 1st, 2023. Commissioner Riley.
Yes, physical is no longer pending, it's done. So, 2 days ago, it was not applicable. So, move to file this now.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Riley, second by Commissioner Knowlton. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you.
Godinez.
Sir?
Godinez.
Godinez. Number 18, Commissioner Riley, discuss and take appropriate action concerning approving a temporary water line permit for Straight Line Well Services LLC for 2.6 miles of 4-inch poly line on CR 407. See attached maps and line description. A check in the amount of $1,500 been turned to the Treasurer's Office. Commissioner Riley.
Yes, this is temporary one line that's been there. This is extension on the permit. And it's gonna be $1,500, and I got a picture of it, so. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Riley, second by Commissioner Perez. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 19, discuss and take appropriate action concerning improving contractor services for Superior Care Ambulance for transportation for emergency detentions ordered by county judge and direct county judge sign. This is just a renewal of the same contract we've had with them, and we don't get charged anything unless we use it. The rates are in the back. And those did go up from $575 to $685, which is still a good rate. I went in the contract originally several years ago with Superior because just calling the ambulance companies, we were getting billed anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 per trip. So this was a good deal for us. And like I say, it doesn't get used unless the county judge orders it. Camino Real has been informed that the Atascosa County won't pay him unless the county judge orders him.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Perez, second by Commissioner Knowlton. Discussion? Questions? All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 20, Tracy Barrera, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. Existing employee, Robbie Denson, position assistant auditor, transfer from county judge's office, pay rate 19.88, annualized 41,341.91. Salary budget area 012-406-402. Physical drug test not applicable. Start date 01/01/2023. Tracy's not here. Oh, there you are. I looked over there a minute ago and I didn't see you. You were ducked down behind your the screen.
Must have been. I'm
You've
here.
been so quiet. Good morning, Ms. Barrera.
Good morning, sir. I had a conversation with the judge-elect, and Robbie would be leaving that office. I'm not swiping anybody, so that just for the record. And I do have a position open, and we discussed it, and I did decide to make this offer and asking for approval.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Perez. Discussion, questions, all those in favor, indicate by raising your right hand, please. Thank you. Motion carries. 21, Tracy Barrera, discuss and take appropriate action concerning the review, acceptance, and selection of the following bids that are submitted by the deadline or direct the county auditor to re-advertise. They were brought to the last meeting and commissioners took them with them to review, so are we ready to approve that list?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
On the 9/0, they don't have a scale to weigh the material, or are you all still requiring that or not?
Yes.
I don't think they have one.
They don't have a scale?
I don't think so.
Who's that?
9/0.
And my biggest issue with that, and I've explained it to all of you commissioners, I have to be able to confirm what we're paying. And if we don't have a scale or some sort of a weight that I can say, yes, we received that, then it's hard for me to make those payments without having.
May I ask you a question, Commissioner? If they don't have a scale, how do they know what they're selling?
That's what I'm saying. They just loaded up with the running loader, I guess.
Just kind of guessing?
Yes.
That's
25
wild.
tons per load.
And we've had this issue at 9/0 in the previous years as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just a suggestion, why don't someone verify that that's true. And
That-
ask them how they intend to weigh it. if
Okay,
they're-
I mean,
it's something that can be accomplished, I'm sure.
oh, yeah. I mean, but it would be at their, I mean, they're gonna have to figure out how to do that.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not it wouldn't be unusual or improper for us to ask them to validate what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Well, they bid the hauling, and they're gonna be weighed if they go pick up.
Of course they are.
So can we do a motion to approve, with the requirement that 9-0 be informed they have to have a scale, or?
We need a weight ticket.
Yeah, we have to have a weight ticket, whether they take it somewhere and
We require-
get it weighed or whatever, but I won't pay a bill without
Right.
a weight ticket.
So we need a weight ticket, that's all it is. You got to have a weight ticket.
And I mean, if y'all so decide to move forward with that, that can be the stipulation, obviously.
Yeah, with all the vendors, I mean, it's.
Well, yeah, it's not just them, it's with anybody, so. And I do want to address one other thing before y'all make a motion.
I don't think that.
As far as I know, they don't. I don't really know, but as far as I know, they don't.
You had something else, Ms. Burrow?
Yes, I know there was a discussion about Far South Mining, about what they submitted. I included it in there for y'all to look at, but I just want to be clear. What they submitted was not anything that was asked for in the bidding process.
Correct.
So I just want y'all to,
What was that on now? Excuse me.
that Far South Mining Company that submitted bids, they scratched through our bid form and they wrote in grade 1, grade 2, which we did not ask for that. And there was the other item that they submitted, was recycled concrete, which we didn't bid out. So, as far as I'm concerned, we didn't ask for it, we didn't bid it, so accepting it wouldn't be fair to anybody else. But that's, I think, okay, I just wanted to bring that up, so.
Accepting it?
Yes, we did not bid or ask for that.
So we're gonna accept it?
All those items that we did not ask for, and they just voluntarily told us here's what we charge for, recycled concrete or whatever the issues are. Those aren't accepted because we didn't go out for bids on the recycled concrete. You'd have to make that public to let everybody know who can bid on recycled concrete.
Right, and if that's something, and we've discussed this in the past as to, I mean, y'all instruct me as to what to bid out. And I believe that was something we
No.
didn't want to do, so.
If they bid on things that were covered by the bid, then those.
The three things they submitted, we didn't ask for any of those. So, I'm, on the recycled asphalt, they submitted grade 1 and grade 2. Now, I don't know if there's a grade 1 and grade 2. I don't know how that, nobody else bid it out in grade 1 and 2, so I don't know. That's y'all's expertise, not mine.
We don't have to accept their bid, period, right?
Correct. I mean, that's the decision of the court. But I just wanted to point that out. It wasn't something we had asked for in the bidding process.
Correct.
Okay. We did get a lot of bids, I mean, which was a good thing, so. Is any other concerns or questions since y'all had time to review?
Only thing is amend it,
Well, we haven't accepted anything yet,
no,
so.
but what is Mountain? What is it, mining?
Far,
I would accept their bid pretty much, period.
okay. And all they did was material. So if y'all would like, we could do fuel, then we'll do hauling, then we'll do materials.
Okay,
Okay? So we had 2 bidders for the fuel.
300 feet of Stacy.
We had John's Oil and Midtex for fuel.
You have anything?
well, John's Oil, to with the beer. But we have an option, but John's Oil has been serving us and been very well, good at it.
They're very competitive in prices. I mean,
And they've been very loyal to us.
it's just,
No, I'm good. I've just wait and make sure.
okay. Any other questions about the fuel? We'll just do one chunk at a time. So fuels, any other questions?
Do what?
We're doing the fuel right now.
Okay,
So, any other questions on fuel?
I was just trying to stay up.
No, you're good.
So accept those bids, with an option if we need the other one. I don't see where we would. So I'd say we accept their bid. What do y'all think?
Are you wanting to accept each page as we go, or you just reading through them page by page?
We're going to, the fuel bid, there were 3 separate bids. It was fuel bid, hauling bids, and material bids.
So you want to
So I
accept-
want
I'll
an
make a
acceptance
motion.
on the fuel.
I'll make a motion to accept the fuel bids as came in.
That's red.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie,
For both,
Second?
For
second
both,
by
yes.
Commissioner Riley. Discussion on the fuel bids. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Next category, ma'am?
next category, we will do the hauling for road material. On the hauling vendor, I believe we had 1, 2, 3 different,
I believe there's 5.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, we had 5 different bidders. So,
Manuel was one of them, right?
yes, sir.
And without the weight scale, how can he haul?
We won't take it, if he can't furnish us a weight ticket, we can't. Yes, sir.
Where's he gonna go?
Somebody made the suggestion that we just, that's a good rule for any of them. So we can just say it for all of them.
Without a weight ticket, we can't.
Is that what we're saying,
Take your weight.
Ms. Brewer?
Yes, I can't pay for it if I I don't have a
So the
weight
auditor's
ticket.
gonna require a weight ticket on any of them, so.
Yes.
If he can produce a weight ticket, he can, if he can't, so.
Motion by Commissioner Perez,
And is that to accept all?
They accept them if they have the weight.
Exactly.
All 5 bids,
Right.
yes.
We have to present a weight ticket, whatever it looks, no matter what.
Accept all 5 bids if they can verify their weight, including the weight ticket.
Perfect. He said.
And I will, okay, we had a motion. Who was your motion?
I'll second it.
Pettis?
okay, we have a motion and a second to approve them requiring weight tickets.
And just for clarification, when we,
Which would include a weight ticket.
yes,
I don't know what they're gonna define as a weight ticket if they.
they're not going to scribble on a piece of paper. Yeah,
No, it'll have to be a printed ticket like you
Verification of weight.
Well,
yes,
wouldn't that be up to your office to decide what's adequate?
acceptable, yes. I won't take a scribbled piece of paper, so. And also, I know there's hauling at different locations, there's costs associated with the miles and all of that. But whenever you accept all bids, you have to go through the process, and we've discussed this before in the past. You look to the lowest, and obviously if this one's closer to you and it's gonna cost less, then that's a better situation.
Well, like we're doing now, which we're paying 2 separate invoices, one for the material and one for the haul.
Correct.
They come in, but they're not as.
Correct. But what I'm saying is, when you're doing hauling, you need to look at your bids, and if vendor 1 is $2 and vendor 7 is $8, you're obviously going to go with the least expensive. If they cannot provide for you, that's when you can go to the next vendor. Okay. So we have a motion and a second.
We have a motion and a second for approving the materials. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries.
And last but not least, road materials.
And now road materials. Questions or comments on road materials?
Make a motion to accept all road materials that came in on the bid from all the vendors that are listed in our packet.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Knowlton. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries.
Thank you very much. And this goes into effect January 1.
It goes into effect when?
January 1.
Okay, next we have 22, discuss and take appropriate action concerning the following 2022 budget line item adjustments and/or budget amendments to the following. See the attached, and I'm not going to read them, it was posted. There's not that many, which means that I compliment the auditor's office on keeping this current all year long and not dumping a bunch of changes on us at the end of the year. I think that's really good.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 23, discuss, review, and take action to approve any invoices or payroll. Payroll is $2,437,052.54. And we have no live checks,
No, sir.
and we have the bills.
Yes,
So
sir.
we need a motion to approve payroll and the bills.
Make a motion to accept all bills and payroll.
Motion by Commissioner Perez,
Second.
second by Commissioner Gillespie.
Sound like twins over there.
All right, children. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 24, discuss, review, and take action on the reports submitted. Everyone had a chance to review the reports ahead of time. Need a motion to approve them, or are there any questions on the reports?
All reports were submitted, and again, I apologize, I didn't get them out to y'all sooner, but I did get them out there.
All reports are in. Would anyone like to check them over?
I've looked at them on our email, and I'll make a motion to accept.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Gillespie, second by Commissioner Riley. Discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries. Number 25 is comments from Commissioners Court.
Thank you,
No
gentlemen.
action to be taken. I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a safe and happy New Year. And my last meeting, I'll see you on the other side.
I have some comments.
Yes, sir. You next.
Yeah, I wanted to get something on the record. As most of you know, I'm not from Atascosa County originally, and it seems more importantly, I didn't go to high school here. I think most of you get that. When I took office in 2019, I was presented with not one piece of functional equipment. That's a true statement. Additionally, no fuel in the fuel tanks. I'm just getting this on the record. Since that time, all the equipment has either been refurbished, traded in, or replaced. There still remain two pieces that are not functional. I couldn't get anybody to take them in a trade, so they're still sitting there. Was a torn down dump truck and a patch truck. Also, there's fuel in every vehicle. Since we're redistricting at some point following the 2020 census, as you know, we intended to locate precinct 2 yard adjacent to the JP2 property. Adjacent to that property was a pretty ugly location being used as a dump. I'm pretty sure the site was a mess for close to 20 years. We were able, with assistance of the fire marshal, to arrange to have the property cleaned up. And after we cleaned it up, presented the owner with the bill, we discovered they were in arrears on their property taxes. I instituted a tax lawsuit and subsequently was able to purchase the property for less than its market value. As many of you know, I purchased a building to go onto that site, but I chose to give the new commissioner the opportunity to do as he saw fit. Currently, Commissioner Gillespie is in the process of erecting the 4,800 square foot building that was purchased. During my time in office, the crew was able to resurface all the sand roads with the exception of one. Additionally, they maintained approximately 200 miles of road in the precinct. That total now, after redistricting, is about 150. While we had a rocky start with some personnel issue, happens all the time, we finished with a strong and fine crew. I want to acknowledge them and their dedication to their service to the precinct and the county. My wife and I moved to Atascosa County in 2007. My background was military and hers was corporate. Both of us were raised to be civic-minded and were brought up to give back to our community, wherever that may be. That was our goal, and thus it remains. It's been my honor to have served the county and the citizens of Precinct 2. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and start off fresh here.
Ditto. Say ditto to that.
Okay. The next regular Commissioners Court meeting is set for Monday, January 9th. We are adjourned. Thank everybody very much. Let's see.
It has been. It's been fun. Wait. Justin.